Tropical moisture in the air tonight. We're in for a wet and rainy one under the lights here at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we got a good Monday nighter in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Jaguars at 5-6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
30 left.
They go play action with Lawrence. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, kill.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
11.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 22. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And Bigsby once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown! Kendrick Pryor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game. In the second half, but right now I think they were just trying to get some momentum built, get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense. And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. Short throw to Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And this defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we get this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Bigsby. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11. Let's go. We're good.
Another run by Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this would be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup at 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
11.
First down, here's Burrow, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
11.
Burrow on third down. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Lisa 24.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Silver.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now they'll change things up. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Easy. Read a 24. Read a 24. Go. Let's go. Take right open. Go. Silver.
On play action, Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
11. Hey, kill.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Bigsby. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
11, Agate.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And this time he is in. Bigsby, hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On red.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Route. Here we go.
Here's Bigsby. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 Agate.
On the carry, Bigsby. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tank Bigsby as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now McManus for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
11, Thomas. Eleven MT. That.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow, flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now throwing on third down there, but he can't connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were told.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. 12. 11.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
Now they send a man in motion right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Easy, read it.
A run here with Bigsby.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, I'm gun.
On third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
All right, let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, lion.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Red.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
On red.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
11.
Now Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
I'm 1, ready? 11
and Burrow going to change the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Hey, Ron.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Silver.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Ready up.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Great job. 11. 13, Lou. Silver.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's intercepted. Who's trying to get it to Ridley? Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Ready?
This is 1st and 10. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. To throw, Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Jupiter.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. He's to the 15. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire